You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
right, fans, it looks like we are ready to go. I apologize for the late start. Normally I try to get on the air about 20 minutes ahead of time with lineups. That happened a little bit late tonight, and in fact I didn't know until yesterday that we'd be up here again. It's kind of a pleasant surprise to not have our Legion season over with. I was under the impression we wouldn't be playing back here on Elsberry's field again this summer, and the season just went by too fast for me, so I was going to miss it. So I'm happy to be back at Painter Field right here off of beautiful Highway 79 in Elsberry, Missouri. And our AAA boys are just moments away from squaring off against Hannibal, post 55, managed by Randy Trinhale and coached by Mike Baxter. I'm going to run through these lineups as quickly as I can. Hannibal will send up number 22, Kevin Campbell. He'll be their left fielder. Number 27, Chad Smith on the mound. Number 4, Tommy Harvey at short. Number 34, John Trinhale at first. Number 5, Coy Smith in center. Number 32, Maverick Comley at third. Number 8, Lawson Ricky at second. Number 28, Caden Malone in right. Number 25, Adam Baxter behind the plate, and I will bring you their subs as they come up, if they come up. All right, there's the throw down to second. Warm-ups are over for Blake Kendall, who has taken the mound for Elsberry to start things off. And up steps number 22, Kevin Campbell. As I said earlier, he'll be out in left field for Hannibal when things get started. All right, Campbell settles in. Kendall delivers. Swung on and lifted high, but it's going to stay in the infield, or no, just barely escape the infield, and it'll be brought down by Elsberry's second baseman, I believe, who was playing deep. That sends up number 27, Chad Smith. He'll be hurling for Hannibal when they take the field. Batting left, in case that picture's hard for you folks to see at home. And here's the pitch from Kendall. Nearly in the dirt, it gets away. Kendall delivers again. That one's a little higher and just high enough to even the count, 1-1. Here's the tiebreaker on its way. Swung on and laced foul down along the left field side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Smith. That one was way up there, and the count's even again, this time 2 apiece. Here's another tiebreaker on its way, up and out. That fills the count to Smith. 1 out, nobody on. That one went the other way inside and walked him. And that sends up number 4, Tommy Harvey. Hannibal's shortstop tonight. 1 out, 1 on. I believe that's Dustin Robinson behind the plate tonight. I don't know who's out in the infield. Kendall checks the runner over at first and delivers. Swung on and lifted foul. I think out of play, definitely out of play. Behind Hannibal's dugout, a long strike 1. Here's the pitch. Up and out, 1-1. Swung on and hit hard right over the glove of the third baseman. It bounces out into left field for a base hit, and Hannibal has 2 on. That'll send up number 34, John Trinhale. Still just 1 away. Runners at first and second. No score. Kendall delivers. That one's low and away. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now to Trinhale. He's in a position to do a lot of damage early. Kendall checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Up. Swing and a miss, although it sounded like he got a piece of it. Doesn't matter, it's 2-2. Just a little low, and that fills the count. Swing and a miss. Trinhale goes down swinging, and Kendall can breathe a little bit easier, not much. As number 5, Coy Smith, steps up. He's in center field for Hannibal tonight. 2 away, runners still at first and second. Still no score here in the first. Kendall delivers. Fouled off the webbing in front of me. Just caught the inside corner. 1-1. Well outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swung on and fouled off toward third. That evens the count again at 2 apiece. Up and out, and that fills the count once again. Kendall has been living dangerously since that first pitch, just about. He's run the count full on the last 3 hitters. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off back behind me. The count stays full. Well, I had a full count already, but apparently not. It's full now. I disagree with that. In the dirt, and it sends him to first and loads the bases. So it's all academic now. And up steps number 32, Maverick Comley, covering third base, and already Elsberry wants a little conference out on the pitcher's mound, minus the coach. All right, that's over just as quickly as it began. Two outs. It's a force out at any base. Here it is. In for a called strike. In the dirt, 1-1. Up just a bit. Calmly thought about offering. That must be his wheelhouse or close to it. 2-1 now. The pitch caught the outside corner. 2-2. Kendall is 1 pitch away from getting out of this unscathed. Swing and a miss, and he did it. Calmly goes down swinging. We stay scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first, and we can all breathe a little sigh of relief. We'll be back.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, fans, welcome back. If you're just joining us, we're set for the bottom of the first inning. No score, and the hitter for Elsberry will be number 21, Kyle Prendergast. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm never sure. He'll be followed by number 3, Todd Myers, and number 1, Carter Bauer. Prendergast is in center field for Elsberry tonight. Myers is behind the plate, and Bauer is at short. That's the last warm-up pitch, and Prendergast steps up. On the mound for Hannibal, Chad Smith. Here's the pitch, and that one falls in for a strike. Swung on and lifted high into shallow center field, where that one is caught for out number 1. And that will bring up Todd Myers. Already one away for Elsberry in their half of the first. Kendall got into a little bit of trouble in the top of the inning, pitched his way out. And here's the first pitch on its way to Myers, and that one's in for a strike as well. Smith, the lefty, has a little bit of heat. Low and away, 1-1. Swung on and driven hard into right center, and it finds a gap. He's going to try to stretch it into an extra base hit, and does. Myers has a double. So now Carter Bauer has something to work with. One out, one on. Bauer takes ball 1. He likes to hit with runners in position. Seems to bring out the best in him. Here's the pitch, up and out. And Bauer hops out of the way of that one. 3-0. That last pitch was perfect. 3-1 now. Swung on and fouled off, and just like that, Bauer fills the count. Swung on and hit hard on the ground toward first. It bounces off the glove. Bauer slid head first to try to beat it, and he almost did. But almost only counts in grenades and horseshoes. So Bauer grounds out to first for out number 2. And that brings up number 10, Joe Martin. Elsberry now with the runner at third. Here's the pitch. Up and possibly a little inside, ball 1. Swung on and fouled off, 1-1 to Martin. Swung on, another one hit hard on the ground toward first. Another one that's boobled. And Martin came close to beating that one out as well, but Hannibal recovered in time, and Martin is out number 3. We head to the top of the second, still no score, and we'll be right back.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, fans, we're back now for the top of the second. We're scoreless, and the first hitter for Hannibal should be number 8, Lawson Ricky. He's covering second base for Hannibal tonight. He'll be followed by number 28, Caden Malone, who's in right field, and number 25, Adam Baxter, who is behind the plate. All right, we're set. Kendall still on the mound for Elsberry, and the pitch on its way to Ricky. Swung on and fouled off out into right field. That one misses. 1-1 now. Swung on and chopped fair. The catcher's got it, and the throw to first has Ricky. So one away, and up steps number 28, Caden Malone. Here's the pitch, and it is low and inside. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Malone. That one I thought was a little low, but it is a called strike two. We'll take it. Swung on and fouled off. The count stays 1-2. Here's the offering from Kendall, and it's low. 2-2 now. Swung on and lined into shallow right field for a base hit. Barely. Just barely. So with one out and one on, up steps Adam Baxter, number 25. Was quite a throw by Ragaman out there in right field. He came within inches of nailing Malone at first. Here's the pitch. It's a bunt. It's pulled back for a ball. The throw to first has him. Malone is picked off. Two away now, and Kendall delivers. That one's up. 2-0 now to Baxter. Swung on and fouled off behind me. A long strike one. 2-1 the count. Up and out. Up and in. A 2-out walk to Baxter. And that starts things over for Hannibal with number 22, Kevin Campbell. And this time we have a conference on the mound for Elsberry, and the coach does make an appearance. I'd be surprised if they made any changes this early, but you never know. All right, as I suspected, Kendall stays on the mound. The pitch, low and inside. Swung on and fouled back. That one hung up there for a while. I was a little nervous. I've parked pretty close tonight, but I didn't hear any glass. 1-1. Up by a mile. 2 balls, 1 strike to the hitter. Up yet again. Swing and a miss. That fills the count. And once again, Kendall is 1 pitch away from getting out of a, not a nerve-wracking inning, but more stressful than he probably wanted this early in the game. Not so much. He walks Campbell, and Hannibal now has runners at first and second. That'll send up number 27, Chad Smith, who walked himself back in the first. Swung on and hit hard on the ground. That is ruled a foul. 0-1. Kendall delivers, swung on, and that one is going to get into left center field for a base hit. 1 run scores, and Hannibal has runners at first and second. That brings up number 4, Tommy Harvey. He singled to left back in the first. I thought the first one missed. It is a called strike 1. I thought that one missed as well. Breaking ball, I think, that snuck in for strike 2. We'll take it. Sloppy swing, strike 3. The ball is dropped, and he has no hope of beating it to first base. Hannibal does push a run across. It's 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. We'll be back.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back now for the bottom of the second. Elsberry trails 1-0, and the hitter is number 50, John Hogan. He'll be followed by number 25, Turner McGlasson, who's covering second base, and number 16, Robert Roggeman, out in right field. Smith delivers, and it's outside. That one's low, 2-0 to Hogan. Here's the tiebreaker. Swing and a miss. I thought that one was low. It's in for a called strike 2. The count evens back. Back up, 2-2. Swung on and hit hard on the ground towards short. That one gets through, and Hogan has a leadoff single. That sends up McGlasson. Smith delivers. McGlasson lays down a bunt and a good one toward first. They've got him dead to rights, but he does his job and advances the lead runner. Here's the first pitch to Roggeman, and it's in for a ball. That one's a low as well. Swung on and fouled back behind me. 2-1. Oh, I thought it was inside. It's a called strike 2. 2-2 the count. Smith checks the runner and delivers. Swung on and fouled off yet again. The count stays 2-2. Fouled off yet again. Oh, that one was up by a mile. And do we have a play at third? Oh, the ball gets away. And Elsberry pushes a run across. That's Hogan coming across to make it 1-1. And the count to Ragaman is full. Swing and a miss. So with 2 away, up steps the DH, Zach Levy. There was heat on that, but it's up for ball 1. Swung on and hit. Oh, it was just fair past first, but caught in what was an awesome play by Hannibal's first baseman. We head now to the top of the 3rd, tied at 1 apiece.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
All right, fans, we're back now for the top of the 3rd. Hannibal and Elsberry tied at 1 apiece. And it looks like Elsberry snuck one past me and brought in number 12, Dylan Huber, to relieve Blake Kindle on the mound. The hitter for Hannibal is number 34, John Trinhale, who struck out swinging back in the 1st. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. That one gets away, 1-1. Huber delivers again, and swing and a miss one more time. Low and away, evens the count again at 2-2. Trinhale, unless Hannibal has made changes, will be followed by Coy Smith and Maverick Comley. Huber delivers, swing and a miss, the ball gets away. Trinhale could beat it, but no. So with one away, up steps number 5, Coy Smith. He walked back in the 1st. That one caught the outside corner, strike 1 to Smith. Huber delivers again. That one dropped just a little too much, 1-1. go again. Oh, that one fell in and fooled me. 2-2. Low and away, and the count to Smith is full. That's been par for the course for Elsberry's pitching here tonight. Fouled back. It stays full. Up and in, and that walks Smith. Up steps number 32, Maverick Comley. He struck out swinging back in the first. 1 out, 1 on for Hannibal in their half of the third. If you're just tuning in, we are tied at 1 apiece. Swing and a miss. There's a bunt, and it lands foul, 0-2. Here's the pitch, well inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Huber checks the runner over at first and delivers. And that one fooled me as well. It's a called strike 3. Comley strikes out looking. And that brings up number 8, Lawson Rickey. He grounded out back in the second. Huber delivers, swung on and popped up, potentially playable. And yes, Joe Martin comes over from first and has it for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the third, still tied at 1 apiece.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
All right, fans, it looks like Hannibal has made a change as well. On the mound for them is number 5, Coy Smith. Relieving number 27, Chad Smith. And the first pitch to Chasen Anderson. is swung on and missed. That one catches the outside corner, 0-2. Low and away. Smith delivers yet again, and that one gets away, 2-2. I thought that was a strike. The man in blue disagrees, and the count's full. Swing and a miss. Anderson goes down swinging for out number 1. And that will start things over for Elsberry with number 21, Kyle Prendergast. He flew out to center back in the first. This will only be his second at bat. The pitch must have been a little up. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Breaking ball fell in for strike 2. Swung on and fouled off toward first. It stays 1-2. Inside and jammed him. It's fouled off. Whether it was fouled off the bat or his wrist, I couldn't tell. But at any rate, it stays 1-2. Smith delivers. Low and away. Swung on and lifted high, but stays in the infield, where it's brought down by the second baseman for out number 2. That brings up number 3, Todd Myers. He doubled to right center back in the first. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit towards second. It takes a wicked bounce, but he's got it. And the throw to first has Myers. Elsberry goes 1-2-3 in their half of the third. We head, I believe, now to the top of the fourth. Yes, still tied at 1 apiece.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, fans, we're back. Once again, if you're just joining us, it's the top of the fourth. Elsberry and Hannibal are tied at 1 apiece. On the mound for Elsberry, number 12, Dylan Huber. And the hitter for Hannibal should be number 28, Caden Malone. He singled to right back in the second and was picked off just a heartbeat later. He'll be followed by number 25, Adam Baxter. All right, the first pitch to Malone falls in for ball one. That one is swung on and hit towards short, and it takes a wicked bounce off of his chest and gets away, and Malone reaches on the error. Baxter steps up. He walked back in the second. Nobody out, one aboard. Huber delivers, swing and a miss. Huber throws over to first, and the ball gets away, but Malone is going to hold. There's a bunt, and it's fouled off. 0-2. Huber delivers yet again. It's outside and probably a little low. No throw to first. That was close, but it evens the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Baxter goes down swinging. One away. And that'll send up number 22, Kevin Campbell. He walked back in the second, popped up in the first. Huber delivers, and it's wild. Swung on, and oh, belted just foul. Out into left field, 1-1. Up and so inside that Campbell had to duck out of the way. 2-1. Swung on and popped a mile high. Huber should have it, and does not. It gets out of the glove. All right, so Hannibal has a runner at first, 2 away, and the hitter is number 27, Chad Smith, who singled to left center back in the second and walked in the first. That was some sloppy ball, but it all worked out. And the first pitch is low. Swung on, and that one gets down in the gap. Out in shallow center field, just behind the head of the shortstop. Hannibal has runners at first and second. That brings up number 4, Tommy Harvey. He struck out swinging back in the second, singled to left back in the first. Huber delivers, and it's low. Swung on and lined right out into left field where it's boobled. 1 run scores, and Hannibal has runners at the corners. So an RBI single to left for Harvey. Makes it 2-1. That sends up number 34, John Trinhale. He has struck out swinging in the first and third innings. All right, and the pitch is in for a strike. Did a run not cross? I thought I saw a run cross. All right, so I'm not losing my mind, fans. A run did cross. It's just not on the scoreboard yet. That one's low and away. No throw to second. Hannibal now with runners at second and third. There's the score change I was looking for. Huber delivers yet again, swing and a miss. And Trinhale goes down swinging, not before Hannibal does some damage. They now lead 2-1, and we'll be back in just a few.
Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
All right, the hitter for Elsberry to start things off in their half of the fourth will be number 1, Carter Bauer. He grounded to first back in the first. This will only be his second at bat. We now have a run to answer for as Hannibal pushed another one across. Back in their half of the inning, they lead 2-1. We were able to answer before when they got on the board first. Let's see if we can again, and that one is well outside. Swing and a miss. That one is fouled off of Dustin Robinson's right hand. All right, Bauer steps back in with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch on its way from Smith. Swung on and drilled into center field for a leadoff single. Nobody out, one on for Joe Martin, who grounded out himself back in the first. Here's the pitch. Martin takes ball one high. Up yet again. That one missed on the inside. 3-0 to Martin. And Martin hops out of the way of ball four. So with nobody out, Elsberry now has runners at first and second for John Hogan, who singled past short back in the second during his first at bat. Smith delivers. Caught the outside corner, 0-1. Swung on and fouled back. 2 quick strikes to Hogan. Smith checks the runner and delivers, and that one falls in for a ball, 1-2. Swung on and fouled off yet again. It stays 1-2. Low and away, and that evens the count, 2 apiece now. Swung on and lifted. Foul out into right field. The count stays 2-2. Swung on and hit hard toward third. It gets off the glove, and Elsberry has the bases loaded. Bases loaded and nobody out for number 25, Turner McGlasson, who's getting some enthusiastic advice from Jason Howard just before he steps in. McGlasson was thrown out at first on a bunt attempt back in the second. Smith delivers. That's in for a called strike. That one evens it up, 1-1. Fouled off the webbing above me. 1-2. Swung on and fouled off yet again. It'll stay 1-2. That one was up by a mile. McGlasson reached out for it anyway and struck out swinging for out number 1. That'll send up number 16, Robert Roggeman, who struck out swinging back in the second. That one falls in for a ball. Time called by Dustin Robinson back behind home plate. He's calling Hannibal's coach out, excuse me. I'm not sure why. I'm still not sure what happened, but it looks to have been settled quickly enough. Smith delivers. Roggeman swings and launches one out into center field. That one is caught, but it does bring across a run, and just like that, we're tied up again. So Roggeman flies out to center, and up steps number 30, Zach Levy, who lined out to first back in the second. Elsberry still with runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Levy swings and misses. Swing and a miss yet again. Swung on and chopped awkwardly toward third. It gets away, and Elsberry has the bases loaded yet again. And that'll send up number 20, Chasen Anderson, who struck out swinging back in the third. And the pitch is in for a called strike, 0-1. And that one finds the mark as well. 2 quick strikes to Anderson. That one gets away, and the runners hold wisely. Oh, that one caught the inside corner and got Anderson looking for out number 3. So Elsberry leaves the bases loaded But they do tie it back up at 2 apiece, and we'll be back for the top of the 5th in just a moment.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back now for the top of the 5th, tied at 2 apiece, and the pitch to Coy Smith is low. Here's the next one on its way, low again. Huber delivers, and that one's in for a called strike. 2-1. Swung on and belted just fair past third. He's going to stretch that one into an extra base hit, and Smith has a leadoff double to left. All right, up step. So they've had a change. Number 14, Brad Cheek, is now in. Here's the pitch, and it nearly hits him in the back of the head. Huber delivers again. That one misses. 2-0. That one missed as well. Caught the outside corner. 3-1 now to Cheek. That one caught the outside corner as well, and just like that, Cheek has a full count. Swing and a miss. Let's see if we're back in business. We are with number 8, Lawson Ricky. He popped foul back in the third, grounded out back in the second. 1 out, 1 on for Hannibal in their half of the 5th. The score tied at 2 apiece. There's a throw over to second. It's not in time, but it's quick enough to keep him honest. Low and away. Swung on and fouled back, 1-1. That one gets away. The runner holds. 2-1 to the hitter. Another one that gets away, but the throw down to third has him. 2 away now for Hannibal. All right, Ricky settles back in. And here's the 3-1 pitch on its way from Huber. Swung on and hit hard on the ground out into center field for a 2-out single. That brings up number 8, Caden Malone. He reached on an error at short back in the 4th and singled to right back in the 2nd, but was later picked off. Huber delivers. That was a little bit low. As was that one, 2-0. Just a little bit outside. He brought it back up, but then missed on the corner. That caught the outside corner. The throw down to second. Not in time. Hannibal now with the runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss. The count to Malone, now full. That one is in the dirt and gets away. The throw to third doesn't have him, and ball 4 sends Malone to first. We've got another conference on the mound. Jason Howard heads out this time. I don't know if they'll pull Huber this soon or not. He's Elsberry's second pitcher in 5 innings. The hitter for Hannibal will be number 25, Adam Baxter. He struck out swinging back in the 4th, walked in the 2nd. And they are going to send Huber back to the dugout. Replacing him will be number 13. Is Bailey Brush. And while he warms up, we will cut away for a word from one of our sponsors.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, swung on and fouled back. It's a 1-1 count to Baxter. In case you're just tuning in, Elsberry has just had a pitching change. Brush is now on the mound. He is Elsberry's third pitcher in 5 innings. Started out with Blake Kendall, who was relieved by Dylan Huber and now Bailey Brush. Here's the pitch, and it misses. 2-1. There's a throw over to first, not in time. And that one fell in for a strike. 2-2 now. Swung on and hit hard on the ground towards short. It gets away and bounces into the outfield to let Ricky score from third and make it 3-2 in Hannibal's favor. All right, time called by Robinson. The hitter for Hannibal is number 22, Kevin Campbell, who swings and lifts one high into center field, where it is caught for out number 3, but not before Hannibal pushes another run across. They now lead 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the inning. We'll be back.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
All right, fans, back now for the bottom of the 5th. Hannibal leads 3-2. And the hitter for Elsberry is number 21, Kyle Prendergast. He popped up to second, back in the third, and flew out to center, back in the first. The pitch swung on, and if that one gets down, which it does not, that is brought down by the right fielder. So with one away, up steps number 3, Todd Myers. He grounded to second back in the third and doubled to right center back in the first. The first pitch falls in for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss. Swung on and popped up. Should be playable as Hannibal's second baseman backs up and has it for out number 2. That brings up number 1, Carter Bauer. He singled to center back in the fourth, grounded to first in the first. And the first pitch is up for a ball. Oh, I thought it was up and out. It's in for a called strike, 1-1. Ends up in the dirt, 2-1. Smith delivers and Bauer swings and drills one out into right field, but it is caught for out number 3, and Elsberry goes 1-2-3 in their half of the fifth. We'll be back in just a moment. Hannibal leads 3-2.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, we're back in business now. Top of the sixth, a 3-2 Hannibal lead. The hitter for Hannibal, is number 27, Chad Smith, who singled to shallow center back in the fourth. And he takes a ball here in the sixth. Smith also had an RBI single to left center back in the second and walked back in the first. 2-0 to him here in the sixth. That one made it in, but barely. 2-1. Swung on and fouled off and out of play. 2-2. He straightened it out that time, and that one is going to get down. No! Elsberry's left fielder makes a great play to rob Smith of a base hit. And that'll bring up number 4, Tommy Harvey. He had an RBI single to left back in the fourth, struck out swinging in the second, and singled to left in the first. The pitch swung on and fouled off here in the sixth. There's a shot into right field, caught on the run for out number 2. That brings up number 34, John Trenhale. He has struck out swinging during all 3 previous at-bats. 2 away for Hannibal here in the top of the 6th, the pitch. And that one's fouled off the webbing in front of me, 0-1. In for another strike. In the dirt, and it gets away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trenhale. Should he reach, he'll be followed, or should be followed, by number 5, Coy Smith, who doubled to left back in the 5th. That one is hit foul toward third. Just foul. Hannibal's coach is going to argue the point, but not for very long. Swung on and hit hard. A great play by the second baseman. But the throw to first is not in time, and Trenhale reaches by the skin of his teeth. That's going to send up number 5, Coy Smith. Like I said earlier, he doubled to left back in the 5th, walked in the 3rd, walked in the 1st. That one's in for a strike. That one just missed. Looked like a pretty good pitch. It's 1-1. Swung on and popped up. Nobody has called it. Elsberry's third baseman comes over and makes a great play to end things for Hannibal in their half of the 6th. They still lead 3-2, and we'll be back.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
All right, Joe Martin, the hitter for Elsberry, to start things off, and he takes a strike. He'll be followed by Hogan and McGlasson. That one's up and out, 1-1. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Elsberry trails 3-2. Swung on and lifted into center field, where that one is caught for out number one. That brings up Hogan. He reached on an error at third back in the fourth and singled past short back in the second. That one drops in for a ball. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Smith delivers, and that's high and tight, or at least tight. 2 balls, 1 strike. Low and away. Oh, that one fell in to fill the count. And that one hit him, so Hogan is going to trot down to first. And up steps Turner McGlasson. He struck out swinging in the fourth, was thrown out on a bunt attempt in the second. McGlasson swings at the first pitch, and Hannibal's third baseman has it for the easy second out. That sends up number 16, Robert Ragaman. He flew to center back in the fourth and struck out swinging in the second. He takes a strike here in the sixth. Swung on and popped up. Actually, that one's going to fly out to center field, where it is caught for out number 3, and Elsberry is running out of time. We'll be back for the top of the 7th with Hannibal still in the lead.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we're back. The hitter, Brad Cheek for Hannibal. 2-0 the count. Brush still on the mound for Elsberry. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled back. Fouled off yet again, 2-2. Inside, the count's full. And that one falls in for a called strike 3. It gets Cheek looking. That'll send up Lawson Ricky. He singled to center back in the 5th. Popped foul back in the 3rd. Grounded out in the 2nd. That one's fouled off, 0-1. Up and out, 1-1. That one falls in for a ball as well. Fouled back, that evens the count again, 2-2. Yet another foul, the count stays 2-2. In the dirt to fill the count. Swung on and fouled off toward first. He stays alive. Swung on and fouled back yet again. Lawson Ricky is battling to say the least up there. He'll be followed by Malone. Yet another foul. Low ball 4. That'll send up Caden Malone. He walked back in the 5th, reached on an error in the 4th, singled to right in the 2nd. Swung on and fouled back, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And that one falls in for a strike as well and gets him looking. 2 away for Hannibal here in their half of the 7th. That sends up number 25, Adam Baxter. He reached on an error in the 5th, struck out swinging in the 4th, and walked in the 2nd. First pitch to Baxter is down for a ball. That one I thought was up a little bit, but apparently not. 1-1. Just a little tight. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swung on and hit fair out into shallow right field, where it is caught for out number 3. Well, it comes down to this. Elsberry has one more chance, and we'll see what they do when we come back. The score 3-2 in favor of Hannibal.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, back for the bottom of the third. The score 3-2. Zach Levy steps up for Elsberry. He reached on an error in the 4th, lined out to first in the 2nd. Elsberry's got to get something going. And that one's outside. Oh, that one falls in for a strike. I thought it was outside. 1-1. Swing and a miss yet again. Swung on and chopped awkwardly toward third. It's off his chest, and Levy beats the throw to first. All right, that brings up number 15, Tyler Turnbull, off of the sub list. And it sends Cole Justice out to first to pinch run for Levy. All right, and Turnbull has come in for Anderson. Here's the pitch. Turnbull shows a bunt and bunts one back foul. That one hit Dustin Robinson again. He has not had a good night. And it's 0-1 to Turnbull. That one was off Robinson's forehead somehow. All right, Robinson's going to hang in there as if there was any doubt. Turnbull steps back in, and we're back in business. The pitch, Turnbull shows another bunt, and it's fouled off yet again. In the dirt, the throw to first. Oh, I thought he was gone. But Justice is safe out there at first, which boggles my mind. I'm grateful, but I'm shocked. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Turnbull. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that one's going to get down and bounce out into left field for a base hit. In fact, it's going to take a wicked bounce and get all the way to the wall. And Elsberry has runners at second and third. All right, that brings up number 21, Kyle Prendergast. He flew out to right back in the 5th, popped to second in the 3rd, and flew to center in the 1st. Hannibal wants a little confab. All right, Hannibal makes no changes in terms of personnel. I can't speak to strategy, of course. Prendergast steps back in and swings at the first pitch. It's fouled off the webbing. Here's the next one on its way from Smith. Up by a mile, 1-1. Wild, they're going to hold both runners. Outside yet again, 3-1. Ball 4, loads the bases for Todd Myers. Myers had a double to right center back in the 1st. We need that again. The pitch, up and out. Oh, caught the outside corner, I guess. 1-1. I thought that one had hit him, but apparently not. It can't come much closer and not hit you. 2-1. Smith delivers. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Up and out. And it's a full count to Myers. Hannibal flirting with walking in the tying run. Time called by Robinson. All right, Hannibal might go ahead and make a pitching change this time. I'm not sure. Bear with us, fans. All right, they're going to do it. They're going to send Smith off the mound, and in his place is number 16. Number 16 is Hayden Hare off of the sub list. So I got caught out in the middle of a commercial last time. I'm going to just stay with you during his warm-ups. All right, Myers steps back up. He's got a full count, and the new pitcher is Hayden Hare. Here's the pitch, and it's a ball. They walk in the tying run. That sends up Carter Bauer. He has been a hero so many times this season, I've lost count. Tonight, not so much, so it's time for him to bust out. Base is still loaded for Elsberry. The score 3-3 here in the 7th. Here's the pitch. And it's up for a ball. Hare delivers yet again, and it's up and out. Good pitch. 2-1. Up yet again. 3-1. Will they walk in run number 4 and give Elsberry the lead once again? We'll take it. And they do exactly that with one pitch. It becomes 4-3 and the lead goes back to Elsberry. And the win goes to Elsberry. They're going to go ahead and stop it right there. So a 4-3 win in 7 innings for Elsberry's AAA Legion team, coached by Jason Howard. That keeps us on the winning side of the bracket. And we will be back tomorrow night. I don't know the opponent yet, and I apologize, I don't know the time either. I will try and alert the newspaper so that they can put that on the Facebook page and possibly the website as well. But at any rate, I will be back on the air with you tomorrow evening. Congratulations to Elsberry for pulling one out of a hat here. Again, they win in 7 innings by a final score of 4-3 over a very, very tough and poised Hannibal team. So until tomorrow night, this has been Adam Presswood, and I'm signing off on behalf of the Indian Sports Network and the Elsberry Democrat. Enjoy the rest of your night and your tomorrow. I'll see you back here in about 24 hours.